Y'all, today is July 16th, 2025, and it's my birthday. I'm 32. I just finished eating Chipotle from, just burped through my nose, through ordering it delivery. Got this grapefruit Izzy, sparkling grapefruit. Life is good. Life is good. As my birthday present to myself, I have decided that I'm moving here. I will not say the name of the city to respect my privacy on the internet. And when I mean here, like literally in this exact house that I'm saying, like who knew that I would be, who knew? God knew. And who knew that the place I would be taping my Meandering with Nia, Meandering with Purpose episodes would be the very house that I would move into. And just the fact that my one worry was I don't have enough money financially to furnish a new home. My mom is moving out of my childhood home. All of that furniture she was just gonna give away or figure out a way to get rid of. Y'all, life is good. Life is so good. And also like the fact that I'm 2 hours behind on my day because that's how many messages and just calls I got from my family, from my friends. Oh my gosh, like not me being delayed in my day because of the abundance of love. I'm just so happy. It's just, it goes to show you that like you never know what could happen. And even when something really dark and terrible happens that uproots you from a life you're trying to build in Cachoeira, Brazil, and you end up coming back to the United States unexpectedly, having no idea what you're gonna do with your life, where you're gonna live, what the next day looks like. Y'all, within less than 3 weeks, I think we're on day 19 of being back in the United States. Within 19 days, I'm about to sign a lease in an incredible city where my like soul friends live. And the house they just bought is like a 5-minute walk down the street. Yesterday, there was an ice cream truck on the top of the street. So I've been geeking out about this all day. I just told my parents. I just told some of my closest friends. And so I've just gone through like the emotional high so many times that now like I'm a little bit more subdued. If you would have seen me this morning, like jumping up and down, screaming. I think I was like that yesterday too, obviously. What if it all works out? So on that note, we're gonna make this a relatively short episode because I have a lot to do that I need to do today. My homies gave me access to the car so I can finally go grocery shopping, do some banking stuff that I need to do. But we are on chapter 10 of Meditations with Mortals. Shout out to Oliver Berkman. And this chapter was on looking for the life task. And what Mr. Berkman defines the life task is as follows. A life task is what's being asked of you with your particular skills, resources, personality traits, and the place where you actually find yourself. And that's all this chapter was about, of the importance of letting go of needing to find your destiny or your fate or your life's calling and vocation. Because a lot of times those things can be asking things of you that you actually literally don't have access to in your current reality. So the reason why all of that just felt really helpful for me in my life right now is because now that I have amazingly found a home, the next step for me is to find a job. I have not held a job like in the sense of like working hours, regular working hours, healthcare insurance, has a HR department, you know, working with coworkers. Since honestly, even in 2021, the nonprofit I worked with, I was the first and only employee. There was no HR, and the hours were not normal hours. And then before that, I was a campus pastor, and that was not at all, not at all normal hours, and also didn't have HR, and also didn't have health benefits. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure I've ever held a job. So maybe the last time I ever held a job is never. I've had several jobs. It's just the jobs I've been choosing do not ensure my health care. Anyways, so what I wrote in my reflection on this chapter was, let me start here. We can take away the pressure of finding our destiny, fate, or calling, which sometimes simply just isn't realistic in the moment. For example, the example that I gave here was, if I'm meant to have a life partner, but I'm living in a society that uplifts men cheating, beating women, it's actually damaging to think that this is the moment that my destiny where I find a life partner. Like, I need to find it right now. This is the place. When it's just like, this is actually not the environment. This is not the context. Like, literally, realistically, your destiny is not able to come to fruition in this given moment, in this given reality, in this given context. And so, if we instead focus on life tasks based in reality, and remember, life tasks again are when we ask, life, what are you asking of me right now in this moment, given my particular skill sets, the resources I have around me, my personality traits, and given the geographical place I am in this exact moment, this phase that I am in my life, what is actually possible, and what are you asking of me? And so, when we're based in the reality of our reality, we can then make concrete, actionable steps, which are what I believe will lead us into our calling, our destiny, and our fate. Hence, it is not helpful to hyperfixate on our calling or life's purpose. Instead, may we be present to the here and now, the day by day, the moment by moment, asking ourselves every morning as we wake up, life, what are you asking of me today? And then we figure out what our life tasks are, and we say yes to them, even when it may feel unfamiliar, uncomfortable, overwhelming. Like me saying yes to a home on July 16th, 2025, at 32 years old, young. 32 years young. In less than 3 weeks of landing back in the United States from Brazil. And so I pray, here's to letting go of figuring out my life's calling, for that is not the thing to prioritize or fixate on. May I continuously be grounded in the here and now of my context and my circumstances, of my skill sets and my passions, and what my heart is speaking now. Given what is before me, focusing on my life's tasks, driving with the headlights at night, because I can't miss what's for me. Because I make good decisions. I have all that I need. And I'm exactly where I am supposed to be. O que você sente é sagrado. That which you feel sacred. O coração. O heart. Amen. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for meandering with me, and grateful for having 32 years in this wonderful journey. Keeps me on my feet, called life. All right, see y'all tomorrow.